Let My Vote Count is an election platform that can be used by organizations, schools, labor unions, and other institutions for conducting elections or surveys for up to 10,000 voters. On LetMyVoteCount.com, grant the appropriate permissions. To create an election, on the homepage, select Create Election to create a new election. Give the election an appropriate and identifiable name. Indicate the start date of the election and the exact start time you want the election to start. Indicate an end date and the exact end time the polls will close. Also indicate the name of the organization creating the election. If you want the votes to be anonymous, check this box. Checking this will ensure that every voter's vote is anonymous. Indicate the names and a description for the candidates who will be contesting in the elections. You can add more candidates by selecting the plus button. You can then create the election. When the election is created successfully, you would have to upload your already prepared voter register, which is the Gmail addresses of those who will be permitted to vote in the created election. Select the election you created by its name and upload your voter register as a CSV file. You should prepare your voter register in a .csv file before election creation. Ensure it is a .csv file. The first column must be the Gmail addresses of eligible voters. Only these email addresses will be able to vote in your elections. The second column could be the names or some other identification of the Gmail addresses in the first column. Ensure that you prepare your CSV file this way. Email addresses in column 1, identification in column 2. After refreshing your page as an election creator, you will see the Manage Your Elections button. You can always delete a created election. When the election has ended, you can always request for the results of the elections. But ensure that the end date has elapsed before you request for the results. You can only request for the results once. After requesting for the results, you will not have access to that election on the system again. Eligible voters can select Vote in Existing Election. Voters can search for an election by election name or organization name. Once the election creator indicated that the ballot will be anonymous, it will clearly be indicated. If the votes will not be anonymous, that will also be indicated. They can then select and vote in that election. If a voter's email address is not in that voter register, they will not be able to vote in that election. After voting, they will not be able to cast their vote in that election again. As an election creator, when the election is over, you can request for the election results to be emailed into your inbox. In In the inbox, you should see that the results have been sent to you. You should see the voter turnout percentage. The total votes and percentage breakdown for each candidate will be clearly indicated. You will have a detailed report if the election was not anonymous, associating each email address to the vote cast. The information will also be in a CSV file that can be downloaded.